Today, we're going to discuss about data types,
variables, and variable declaration. What is data types?
the fundamental data types, if you will. Character, basically, one character like the letter C here, I can highlight the letter C here, is a character. In C++, this is just an array of character. You can see it's 1 byte. It can be signed or unsigned. But what does signed and unsigned mean? Well, signed, which all variables are signed by default, means that it can be negative. You see, negative 128 to 127. Unsigned means 0 to 255. It still have the same range, but notice that one could be negative and one can't. So whatever you see unsigned, just you know that it means it can never be negative. If you try to give it a negative, you get some weird number or compiler error. Your program will just crash. Alright, short int. This is a small integer if you come from Visual Basic 6 land. That's the standard energy size. Int, that is the bigger number that would be like equivalent to Visual Basic 6. Long int, which is a massive number.
Bools, those are like light switches, just your faults. Float, for floating point processes. For example, video games use floating point to determine the trajectory of the grenade you just threw. Floating points are not accurate, they are only accurate to a certain number of digits. See this approximately 7 digits is accurate up to about 7 digits. Double precision, floating point number. Long double precision floating point number, and W character underscore T, wide character. What is that? Wide character, I believe, as Unicode. So those are the basic data types. Now you notice size is very important. Why is that? Well, C++ is a cross-platform in theory, but in practice it can get a little tricky. For example, an integer is 4 byte size, so it says, but on some system it's actually 6, some system it's 8, some system it's 4. You can't really depend on the size being constant if you're going to do a cross-platform programming, which our tutorials intend to use.
What is variable?
Variable, as you know, is simply something that changes. It's a declaration you make that you have this thing which we're not going to define yet. You have this thing and that this thing will change. For a good example of a variable would be your age. Your age will change. Now a variable can be typed. What I mean by that is these are the different types of variables you can have. There's many more, but these are the basic ones. What is variable declaration?
So let's start from the variable declaration. A typical set of variable declaration that might appear at the beginning of the program could be as the following. Integer, I, D, and count. Then put a semicolon below. Then float, sum, product, and average. Then put a semicolon. Char, ch, answer, semicolon. Then bool, pass, exam, semicolon, which declares integer variable ij and count, real variable sum and product and average, a character variable ch and answer, and a Boolean variable pass exam. A variable declaration has two forms: type identifier, list, then semicolon. Type specific the type of variable being declared, while the identifier list is a list of identifier of the variable being declared separated by commas.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you liked it.
Please subscribe below and hit the like button. Bye bye.